And even though we don't care about your gremlins, we do be trying to help out before it gets to all this. You know what I'm saying? We be trying, we be learning over here, but y'all too sensitive. You be feeling some kind of way. You be getting mad, pick me, mammy, transgender, small penis, and ugly. Just I got to write this down so I can keep up with what I am. And you gentlemen already know what's going on with y'all. You already know. Shout out to Drake over there stealing my sugar honey iced tea. Don't think I forgot, Drake. You are on my damn list. But, excuse me, if you all were not aware, Mississippi, anybody from Mississippi in the house? Mississippi hit by 900% increase in newborns treated for syphilis. I did not even know, honestly, that syphilis was still a thing. Like, not because it's not here, but like, this is really not what people get. Excuse me. People usually get, I don't know what people usually get. I hope they really don't get nothing. But as we know, the way people out here effing all over creation, herpes, that's the one I just assume everybody got. Something that you can't get rid of, but they happy with it. They can live with it. Excuse me. They happy with it. They can live with it because, it's not AIDS. Even though people act like that don't exist anymore. Everybody ain't Irvin Magic Johnson, okay? Stop it. Okay? But I put this down for ladies' night because, where do the babies come from? All right. But, all the videos that we see, all the TikTok street interviews that we see, nobody uses protection. Nobody wears a condom. Everybody getting pregnant. Shout out to Wash, Rinse, Repeat. And then we turn around talking about, I need my food stamps. I can't feed my family on $1,000 a month. It's not enough. Joe Biden, I need your help. Come on, Joe, hook our sister up. Give me them food stamps and take care of all my student loan debts so my kids can go to college, all right? Joe probably up there saying, anything else that you want? I mean, that's just about everything. What else? You need me to find your man too? Child, I could hear it now. So this seems like something that should have happened 100 years ago. That's what I'm thinking, not last year, all right? So this is last damn year. Whew. So Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to the dancing dolls. The number of babies in Mississippi being treated for congenital syphilis, I think that has to do with your heart, has jumped by more than 900% over 5 years, uprooting the progress the nation's poor state have made in nearly quashing what experts say is an avoidable public health crisis. So you mean to tell me that you don't have to get syphilis? You trying to tell me that there's a way to prevent getting syphilis? What? Who knew? See, y'all, we be learning, okay? The rise in cases has placed newborns at further risk of life-threatening harm in a state that's already home to the nation's worst infant mortality rate. Damn, what's something to be known for is the worst state for infant mortality. That sucks. In 2021, 102 newborns in Mississippi, MISSISSIPPI, were treated for the sexually transmitted disease, up from 10 to in 2016, according to analysis of hospital billing data shared, okay, which focuses on STDs and STIs. The state's former health officer said he's spoken with healthcare providers who are absolutely horrified that babies are being born with the disease and in rare instances dying from it. This seems like something that should have happened 100 years ago. That's what I was thinking. That's how I feel about it. Like, I didn't think that syphilis was a thing, but clearly, what the hell do I know, right? The Mississippi Department of Health does not formally track congenital syphilis deaths, but said there was at least one baby who died in 2021. No baby should be dying of syphilis, so that's still not good. Congenital syphilis occurs when the affection is passed from a mother to her child while she's pregnant. If untreated, a pregnant woman with syphilis has an 80% chance of passing it to her baby. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Preliminary data from the CDC and prevention shows that cases across the U.S. have more than doubled from 941 in 2017 to at least 2,677 in 2021. That's like triple 18, 19, 20, 21 in 4 years. Mm, mm, mm. In Mississippi, DPH, which are based on has not released its final 2020 numbers, which are based on clinicians reporting cases directly to the state, but the preliminary numbers mirror the increase Dobbs found based on insurance billing codes. So when your doctor over there submitting them bills, they letting everybody know, not everybody, but they letting the CDC and everybody know in health what's going on when you was in that office. In case you didn't know, now you know. See, we be learning. The resurgence also shows how the state's racial disparities can be present from the first day of life. But of course, anyone listen. Anybody want to take a bet on where Black people? Let me go ahead and go down just in case you can see it, because I don't know. I didn't read this article. Anyone want to bet? Anybody want to bet that Black people, Negroes, are at the bottom of this list or the top of the list for highest cases of syphilis? Are we at the top or are we at the bottom? Anybody want to take a bet? I'm taking top. Anybody? I'm going to keep giving y'all these bets. Anybody want to bet? Kevin, the software tester? Anybody? Well, okay, so it looks like y'all are saying the same thing I'm saying. So that means no bet. All right. Let's see what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. In 2020, Black newborns accounted for 70% of the state's congenital syphilis cases, despite making up about 42% of the state's live births that year. Byers said in a statement that he expects similar disparities in the state's final 2021 data. So basically, it's a yes, we're at the top. Even though we're only this much of the population, we still taking the top. Shout out to the Negroes. Yeah. Let me see. This is what we be doing, y'all. This is what's going on. That's what be going on, okay? I don't understand why it is that we can't protect ourselves, protect the kids, the kids that we care for so much, who we love, who we live for, who we're here for, and yet somehow, some way, they always get the short end of the stick. I don't understand. Shout out to Mona in the chat, Mona D. If you're not following her, you should, especially if you are interested in a nice, calm, level-headed person that's not loud, very opposite of me, but she over there teaching about marriage and being a wife from an actual wife. Okay, I like that. I love that. Y'all ain't want to listen to me? Not y'all. So please go listen to Mona. Okay. Shout out to Mona in the chat and everyone else who's here. Please go ahead and like the stream. I appreciate y'all. I can talk, y'all. Congenital syphilis cases can be prevented if the mother receives a series of penicillin shots at least a month before giving birth. Oh, so it's preventative even if you're pregnant, as long as you get. Wait. It can be prevented if the mother receives a series. Okay, so you got to get some shots of penicillin at least a month before giving birth. So between when you get pregnant before the last month of birth, you can get some shots in order to prevent the baby from getting syphilis. Now, I'm going to assume that it'll cure your syphilis, if it applies. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to understand what this is, because, again, this is crazy to me that syphilis is on the rise. But, a TI is what a TI is. Let me see. When a mother hasn't been treated adequately, infants usually must remain in the hospital for 2 weeks after birth, as penicillin is delivered intravenously. Some unnecessary stuff that the baby has to go through, it sounds like. For a growing number of Mississippi moms and their children, treatment is not happening in time. Wow. Some counties in the state lack an obstetrician, which means pregnant residents must travel for care. Damn, they must really be poor. Anybody live in Mississippi? I'm assuming not. This is sad, y'all. You can't get no groceries, allegedly. You can't get no drugstores, allegedly. And you can't even get a damn doctor. You can't even get a damn doctor, or an obstetrician, I should say, which means they must travel. Depending on their job, time away from work means lost income. Oh, this is where the the racial disparity comes in, because I'm sure we know who they're talking about, right? Shout out to us. Dependent Some of us, most of us, depending on their job, time away, blah blah blah. And many pregnant Mississippians have to wait weeks before their first prenatal visit. Last year, it took about a month on average for applicants to be approved for a public health insurance program through Medicaid that covers most pregnancies in the state. So that sounds like you getting government benefits. Okay. Again, shout out to Medicaid. I ain't got a problem with it at all. But if you had a job and then you had your own health insurance like Aetna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, or whoever the hell else there is, and you pay for it and your company pays for into it as well, and then you can go ahead and choose your primary care physician, and you can choose your dentist, and you can choose your GYN. You always have them in place, and then probably if you've been going there, you can get on in there instead of having to wait and start all over and try to get a doctor, and they don't accept Medicaid. Because listen, sorry about that. Listen, there are people that don't want to accept Medicaid either because they don't want to deal with the government program. I'm just saying. We seem to be seeing a theme. But what do I know, child? I don't know nothing. What else do we see? I'm not reading all this. All right. The gist of it is, can we protect ourselves, please? Just let's not do this to the kids. All right.